What's up, y'all? Um, been a little bit busy with life stuff. Had a bunch of crazy, hectic shit come up uh, the past month or so. It's just been a little bit stressful, um, but we're going good. We're hanging in there. We're having fun. Things are getting better. Um, I've honestly just been playing whenever I get the chance to be honest. I didn't really play much the other day. I was looking at the Olivia Academy thing for Olivia or whatever, and kind of disappointed that they've made the things for the extra EXP cost $10 a piece. I mean, it's 750 pearls, but I mean, that's basically fucking $10 to get 750 pearls. And that kind of sucks. Uh, I haven't even really done much of the Academy. I think the only thing I've done so far is the fishing quest, and that's about it. I'll probably end up doing like the hunting and the gathering and maybe I think the hunting, the gathering, the cooking, processing, alchemy. I'm not gonna do the ship shit. I don't like the ocean. I probably have a different opinion on it playing on PC, but I just don't like the ocean since playing on the old gen PS4, even though I'm on the PS5 and it runs a whole lot better on the PS4. I might be dead. I might be dead. I might be dead. I can't move. I'm like trapped in their bodies. That's one thing that I don't necessarily. And I'm fucking overweight too. It's funny. Uh, with the Seraph, I can't go through the enemy models. I'm not trying to bring them over there so they kill my horse. I was over, I was over here last night, a little bit for like 30 minutes grinding, having fun, just talking to my girlfriend and playing this and watching Blue Squadron's videos. And this dickhead comes over here and starts attacking me, and like feeds me to mobs, and has the mobs come and fucking murk my horse and shit. Because I had my tent and everything up over here closer to my horse, and this fucker was dead ass up in my shit. Came over here, fucking started attacking me. The mobs were fucking popping off, and I wasn't doing any damage to this person. Like, clearly, I'm not gonna have high gear score anymore. Like, when the game was out and popping for console, and it was kind of like the MMO, everybody was on it and shit. And I had a lot more PvP time in that, but like most of the time I just got fucking one tapped and exploded because I had to work a job and everything. I didn't get to stay home and just play games 24/7 and stuff. And whenever I was able to stay home and play games 24/7 and not have a job, I was playing Call of Duty and fucking Overwatch and Minecraft and Dota. Like the Binding of Isaac, Super Meat Boy, Borderlands 2, you know. Because, I mean, I was jobless and unemployed from the ripe age of a child, and I didn't really necessarily have to work as much when I was like 18 or like 19. Got to kind of just, you know, chill, work a little job, you know, make a little money, but like, I'm talking about like nowadays, when I turned like 20, 21, 22, you know, I had to go get a job with more hours that paid better. It was a little bit, more beneficial for me because I got to pay bills now. I gotta pay taxes on everything now, and I mean, I've always paid taxes on everything, obviously, because you go to the grocery store and you get taxed, but actually doing your taxes and all that stuff. You got insurance for your car, insurance for your health, and you gotta go and make sure you got medical insurance so you can get Medicare and medicated and taken care of so you don't fucking die your asshole fall out your butt. Um, and yeah, I mean, still in this game, I mean, fucking, like I said, that dude yesterday that fucking fed me the mobs and had the mobs kill my horse and shit. Bro, I'm not fucking with you. I swear there's people that have at least 100 fucking gear score higher than me, like, obviously. And I don't understand. I don't know how. I don't get it. 'Cause I've played a fairly good bit of this game, I'd say. I'd say I put some pretty hefty hours in the very beginning. Like when this game released for console, dude, I fucking bought the most expensive edition of the game. I bought all of the other editions afterwards, but I only bought the base, then waited till everything came on sale, because on console we always have some fucking crazy sales for the game. Like right now we have discounts for there's like a new Mega Banger Edition thing, like $120 something or 150 or some shit. I don't know. I don't remember, and I don't know the number specifically because I keep getting notifications for Terra. That's another game that I spent fucking thousands upon thousands of hours of my life playing, and they give me notifications on like the PSN store of like, hey, by the way, this is going to be on sale, and this is a new item pack. And that's all Terra's added really was a bunch of fucking pay to win shit, and then they incorporated like how we have the lightstone things, like the little relics that you can put those little crystals in to get things too. They incorporated something similar to that extent in Terra, and then they also incorporated like one more in-game, late-game set of gear. And I just don't give a fuck to play the game anymore. I think I'm Fraxum +6 on all my gear, which isn't +9. Obviously, it's still not the in-game gear anymore. But for the longest time, I had, in-game gear on that game, and that game is just fucking super dead. It's very, very fun when you can have people play it and like you're able to actually go and explore and do the dungeons. But and then that game is like a very weird, funky monetization. It's basically fucking more pay to win than ever because you basically have to whatchamacallit, buy everything multiple times because everything's all gotcha. It's like you spend $15 for an outfit box, and it's like, oh, you wanted that specific outfit in this box? No. It's like if this game did that. If this game did that, I guarantee people would have been fucking bitching and complaining way fucking more. Oh, I'm also gonna say I learned. I learned about the land of the morning light. And people are probably gonna just be like, what do you mean? I ain't gonna go into grave detail. It's fucking, there's so much shit that goes into it, but the Land of the Morning Light has some beneficial shit in that fucking workshop. And a lot of people were in a lot of the YouTube videos were like, ah, yeah, don't worry about going to do the workshop over there. It's kind of pointless, blah blah blah. Um, if you don't want to spend some silver buying materials and having stuff to start getting your stuff more upgraded to where you get to the end things, because I was very confused because I was looking at the Central Market and I was sitting there and I was reading through this fucking food item, and the food item gives you a fucking insane buff for like life skill, and then there's some that are insane for fucking PvE, Like there's damage increases and like 1,000 fucking combat EXP and shit. Uh, there's like good things to give you like energy back, like in fatter spurts. And I was looking more into it, and then I went into the Central Market, and I was only seeing that like 15, 20, 30 people would be having this shit on fucking Market Board. And I'm sitting here going like, okay, that's funky. Because the only time that usually happens is most people don't know about it, and no one knows about it, so the only people that know about it, the people that know about it, and then they sell those amongst themselves, and so on and so forth, right? So I placed some orders down, instantly got fucking my orders fulfilled, and I went and did fishing. One of these items, I can't remember the name of it. Like I said, I just learned about it. I didn't. I had. It took me, bro. Okay, let me tell you how much it was a fucking nightmare for me on my end. I was sitting there in the land of morning light, and I went to the Royal Workshop, and I started looking through everything, and I was like, oh, okay, this is crazy. And then, like I said, go to the Royal Workshop and look at everything. Look at the red fucking big boys. Look at the gold big boys. Like, those things give you insane fucking buffs. And then you can go and pre-order them on the market. Because I remember back whenever I was playing this game, fucking what, like 4 years ago, has it been, uh, on console, it's very weird because, like, it would be easier for you to go get information because PC is already super fucking advanced and so far ahead. That's kind of how it was. Like consoles, like the Wild West and shit. And I'm gonna keep it real. I don't really like to look up guides that much, but there are times where I'll look something up if I get confused in like the story quest or something. So looking up one in the morning light thing I never did. And I guarantee you there's probably videos about like, hey, you should do this, hey, you should do that. But whenever I was looking, just watching people's guides and things like this, because to be honest, I like having background noise. And for the most part, everyone was like, yeah, don't bother about the land in the morning light. Don't, there's no reason. Which it does make sense because you can just buy them on the market, right? I kind of lost my train of thought with what I wanted to say, and that kind of sucks. Dude, I get fucking first bowls of the day always get me fucking torn down like a fucking brick shit house. Like, man. Um, but yeah, no, just look at the things, look at the buffs. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. So back in the day, whenever I was playing in the very beginning, remember like those fruits? It was like fruits of nature, fruits of destruction, and it was like different colored fruits like purple, green, yellow, blue. And then they had like the freaking the traces, like the little, it looked like a thing of like a little mound of like, because I think all we have right now is the green one, which is like trace of nature. They had like trace of fury. They had like, there's like gold one, red one, blue one, purple. I think there's purple, orange. I think there's still the, is it forest or frost or something, or frenzy? Because you can still get them off nodes for some, like a lot of them, everything just got kind of like taken out. They don't have half the bloat that they did in the beginning. And I say bloat, but that's what makes MMOs fun for me, is the amount of items that are in the game, the amount of complexity, like the amount of like systems that there are. That's the reason why this game I like a lot more than every MMO, even though like I played it on a very shitty fucking, like it would basically be like somebody complaining and bitching about how the game runs whenever they're running it on a potato. You know what I'm saying? So my PS4 was like fucking, been through the ringer. I've had that bitch for fucking years, and then I'm trying to go play Black Desert Online, which that game, just fucking look at it. Look at all the shit exploding on my screen, all the freaking abilities, everything's happening, numbers are popping, fucking shit's going. Just got so much shit on my screen, and my poor fucking PS4 couldn't handle it. And like recently, they just came out with they just came out with the PS5 version of Roblox. Bro, I love Roblox. I'm 26 years old, and I play Roblox with my girlfriend. Dude, I'm telling you right now, some of those games on there, low key, just a fucking complete insane amount of money that just gets flooded in there. But if you don't spend money, you just sit there and you play the game with like your friends or your girlfriend or whatever. Very, very fun. Uh, but yeah, no, like I shit. I was playing this like fishing game, and you basically go around and you like attack fish with like this harpoon thing, and like you can attack them with like a trident in the very beginning, and then you get like a harpoon gun, and then it does like insane damage, and then you get money, and then you go buy upgrades, and it's just like a fucking stupid little waste of time game. And you're probably thinking, why don't you just play in Black Desert? Get your fucking money. I'm not your funny. Have you heard? And it's like, yeah, no shit. Uh, I just like Roblox. I've also been playing Hell Let Loose, bruh. I'm gonna tell you right now. I am a fiend for an FPS game, and I went back and tried to play Call of Duty here recently. Instantly deleted. Just get off my console. It's super shit. Uh, I'm not a fan. I haven't been a fan of Call of Duty in many years, and it's kind of sucks. Because I remember being able to go hop on like Call of Duty Ghosts, Modern Warfare Remastered, fucking Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Black Ops. That was my favorite one. Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 3 were my faves. I did enjoy Modern Warfare 2. It was pretty cool. COD 4 was fun. I didn't get to play COD 4 like in its peak. I got to play it like a couple years after, but I still enjoyed it. Still hit Master Prestige. Still fucking got all my shit that I wanted on that game. World at War, I didn't get to play like at release or anything either. I pretty much played it like a few years after release. Went and bought all the DLCs, and I was like super into like the quick scoping stuff, montages, trick shotting, like that nerdy shit. Oh, I loved it, dude. I still do. Like if I go on TikTok and I'm just scrolling, I'll see a trick shot every now and then. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really care for a lot of the shit that I see nowadays, like the whole fucking as a lobby bot, fucking just, it's kind of stupid. I like watching like somebody that's actually spinning in a circle in a real game, hitting somebody in a crazy distance way. I don't really like that shit, other shit. It's kind of stupid, but I ain't hating. I'm just being honest. I think that shit's stupid. Uh, but yeah, no, I just couldn't play Call of Duty anymore after like the whole like it was like skill-based matchmaking kind of ruined it for me. And then I went more to play like Battlefield, and I've played Battlefield since Battlefield fucking Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1 and 5, even 2042. I pre-ordered that piece of shit game, and I got my money back, and then I sat there and I watched the game be played, like just watched everything happen and everything like that. I saw that the numbers were actually kind of fairly decent for a bit, and I was like, fuck it, I'll go ahead and spend $60 on the game. I think it was more like $70, 70 something, 69.99 plus tax. Games aren't 59.99 anymore. It's not fucking good times. Now they're trying to charge us $100 for games and shit too. It's insane. It's actually fucking mentally boggling to me how that shit happens a lot of the time. Like, for example, back whenever I was in middle school, Dead Island was coming out. This would be probably about, what, 26, about 14, 13 years ago. Dead Island was coming out, and I want to say it was Dead Island Riptide, which was Dead Island 2. Because whenever Dead Island 1 came out, I remember asking my mom to stay home, and she was like, no, it's not going to happen, or whatever. And then it was like 11:30, and she's like, hey, get your stuff. We're going to go get something real quick. And I was like, okay, cool. And she took me to GameStop. We sat there at midnight release. There was like maybe 40 people at the GameStop where I was living at in Heath. And bought the game, went home. I got to stay home. It was Friday, so I had, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and had to go to school on Monday, obviously. But I got to do that, and then Riptide came out, And these games were like 60, $70, but Riptide came out, and this is where I got to actually buy like a mega edition. I spent like $100, and I got some memorabilia. I got like this cool little gadget thing. It was for one of the weapons, but it wasn't like anything cool, like a big replica. It was just like a little small like toy. And I got a T-shirt, and I got a button, and there was like some stickers I got, and some downloadable content. And this downloadable content was this thing called a shish kebab, and it was this weapon that you could get just from the DLC at the time. It was just from DLC until modders and cheaters fucking were able to drop it and duplicate it and actually give it to people so they could have the recipes. And it was that shit got crazy. Just like with Borderlands. Oh my gosh, dude! I remember I was in middle school, and I'm playing Call of Duty, uh, and I met this kid. I mean, I'm probably about the same age because I remember we everybody used Skype, and he was like, "You got Skype?" And I was like, "Yeah." So me, him, and some friends all got in a Skype call, and this kid had like some JTAG cheating Xbox, okay, and he was showing us some mods and cheats that he had from Modern Warfare 2 and stuff, and it was actually pretty fucking goofy, pretty fun. We start going to Borderlands, and now it's just me and him, and my friends went to bed. This dude probably lived somewhere like outside of America at the time because it was nighttime for me, but it was like complete daylight for him. And man, I tell you what, we sat there and we played Borderlands, and at the time I didn't know it. This dude had cheat weapons, and I was just thinking that this dude had like fucking insane gear. Like he's been sitting here playing this game for fucking forever. Like dead ass. Because dude, there are people that sat there and played Borderlands 2 and Borderlands for a long time and had really good gear. That was like the whole fun thing about that game was like going and rinsing and repeating the bosses over and over to get their drops to then, add shit to your gear wheel that was actually good and beneficial for what you're wanting. No. This dude had black rarity weapons. Okay? I know there's pearlescents, I know there's like legendaries, I know there's like super crazy wild looking weapons like for the colors. No. This dude had black rarity weapons. And the white rarities, which would be like your commons and like your greens and blues and blah blah blah, he had those, but those would be also modded. And they'd be modded in the description. In the description there would be some shit that you would not see in a game that like Borderlands would not just be putting some of this shit in there. And these weapons would bang, bro. And I mean bang, I mean bang, bang, bang. Like these bitches were fucking pumping, bro. He had this infinite pistol that was like the most insane version of the infinity pistol that I've ever seen because it was modded, obviously. But he could have, it was one weapon, but it would spawn in both hands, right? So you would have one weapon and it would spawn in both hands. So now you're like, okay, so he has extra weapon for the one weapon. Correct. Where's the big dude? Oh, okay. Just randomly spawns in front of my face. Interesting. Oh, I hope I don't get like overweight fighting this guy. I probably might, sadly. I have like 2,000 weight. And I can barely grind for more than fucking 10 minutes before I'm fat. So he would be able to basically have one for two. So whenever he would have two, he'd have four, and that's basically what would happen. He would be able to manipulate the game to think that he only has the one weapon, and then he'd put the other weapon in his other hand. So now he has four. And dude, we would be sitting there rinsing and repeating these bosses. At the time, I want to say like the DLCs that were out were There's like the snow DLC with the big ass snowman you fight. There was, I think most of them were out at this time. I can't remember the specific DLCs because a lot of the DLCs in that game, they all kind of like mesh and blend whenever I think about Borderlands. Because I know there's some DLCs where what's his face, Sir Hammerlock, him and his boyfriend or whatever. That was a interesting DLC because it was like his sister was fucking being crazy psychopath towards Hammerlock, and she wanted to like kill Hammerlock and has been wanting to kill Hammerlock. And then I think him and that one dude get married or some shit. Remember, there's Tiny Tina's like Wonderland thing, but that's like the actual what, like the Dungeons and Dragons, like the actual version of like the actual game of that Tiny Tina's Wonderland or whatever. Kind of mid. I'm gonna be real. I put like a few hundred hours into that game. Didn't really have super crazy amounts of fun. And I bought that game to play that with somebody. And same thing with like Remnant. I bought Remnant 1 and I liked it. I thought it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. And I beat the game like a handful of times. I was like, yeah, it's pretty fun. I enjoy that. You know, that's cool. Uh, Remnant 2, I think I put 250 hours into the game. I think I beat the game once and started to play it again and then just kind of quit playing it. And like I said, I got that game to play with somebody. And, bruh, absolute doo-doo dumpster fire. A game recently I've been playing or played with my friends before fucking all this crazy wildlife shit been spawning in was this game called Content Warning. That shit is peak comical fucking gameplay, man. That shit's funny as fuck. And I'm probably gonna play some more of it with them whenever I get the chance to. But yeah, no, I didn't work yesterday, and I'm probably not gonna work today because of how fucking stressful everything's fucking been. Like, genuinely, it's just been fucking hell on earth. Like, no joke. I'm being so dead ass. It's been really fucking rough. I hope anybody's going through some shit. I'm telling you, things will get better. It may not look like it. It may take a little bit of time, but things do get better. I promise. And you're not alone in anything. You can always reach out and talk to people and see what can be helped with and what can't be helped with, you know. Because in my situation, I'm very thankful and very blessed to have had people that could help. But obviously, you know, everybody can't do everything for you, you know what I'm saying, you know. So there's things I'm still having to do. And like I said, it sucked. It was a lot on my plate. It pretty much had me so weighed down and so like depressed. I was just kind of just like, fuck. Nothing I can really do. I have to just kind of just wait everything out, and that's kind of like still what I'm doing right now. It's just waiting. But I really don't feel, you know, safe going out and driving right now, so don't feel like I want to go out. I've been pretty tired. I don't like going out when I'm tired and driving when I'm sleepy. This shit scares me. I don't want to be a statistic. I don't want to fall asleep at the wheel, which I don't think I would. I'm not like that tired. I'm not like so grogged out like I freaking went and worked the mines, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I have to go pick up my girlfriend in a couple hours, and that, you know, her job's not far. It ain't like I'm driving a fucking country mile to go get her. It's pretty much just down the road. Just go get the car, pretty much get it warm. That's how far it is whenever I'm getting back. My car is now just getting warm. Uh, but yeah, no, I've been thinking about streaming a little bit more um, here recently since I've been playing a little bit of Black Desert and Hell Let Loose. To be honest, dude, I'm telling you right now, that game is so much fun too. That was another thing I was going to talk about was Hell Let Loose for like an FPS game. The game is very fun. I will be straight up honest with you. If you are not the biggest fan of having to run or walk or crawl or crouch or sneak or do any of that shit for 800 meters in a game to randomly get shot by somebody and it's taking you 7 minutes to get to your area, and that game is probably not going to be for you. But I'll tell you right now, man, you will have moments in that game where you pop the fuck off. There is no kill feed. There is no notification that tells you that you killed somebody. The only thing that you know how you killed somebody is you watch their body drop, or you see blood splat out, or you shut their head off. Straight up. Last night, I'm not gonna lie, I played like 2 games, and the games are pretty long. They can go for a couple hours depending on how good the team is. You know, if like y'all are going good back and forth, or if you just get steamrolled. The first game, which I'm not gonna even count this one. I mean, technically, sure, I probably played 3 or 4, but there's a few games in here where I don't even stay in the game long because there's just fucking jackasses in there. Like, there's this one dude, he's being a piece of shit. He's like blasting his fucking music in the mic, like on purpose, and he's like talking shit and talking about like what he finds fun in the game is just team killing and blah blah blah. Dude, this dude sat there and team killed everybody for a solid like 5 minutes before he got fucking kicked, like reported, like took out from the server. And then motherfucker joins back on another account. Somebody starts talking in game chat, and he's like, yeah, dude, this guy's a fucking loser, man. He has like 11 accounts, and he does this every fucking day. It's so fucking weird. So I was like, yeah, fuck that, I'm leaving. I got a few good kills in there and stuff, and then I join another game, and it's kind of not going good. Like, I can clearly see that my team is pretty fucking awful compared to the enemy team. If the enemy team was like running in fucking units, they were fucking actually waiting for each other. They're actually moving as like an actual team instead of just like lone rangers just running around the fucking map like my team were doing. Things start getting serious in the third game. Third game, I join in. It's fresh, brand new, so it's an actual start to a game. I'm like, yeah, sweet, okay. It's like America versus Germany, and I think we're playing on some like weird fucking looking like Iwo Jima ass fucking map. Like, it's like jungly, it's got like the ocean and shit. It's just fucking weird and bizarre looking. And I'm like, okay, this is what Germany was looking like around this time, and okay, interesting, whatever. So I'm sitting there and the map is huge. Okay, it's like snowy, marshy, swamp fucking looking thing. All right, we're like crawling through some like snow and going behind trees and shit. They have this for the first position. You have to go across a river. Okay, I go in the river and I instantly fall to the bottom and I drown. I don't know why. My character apparently took on 15,000 pounds in the span of 2 seconds once he hit water, but he did, and it sucked. It pissed me off. So I spent 5.5 minutes walking just to drown in a small bitch-ass river that I really shouldn't have drowned it in. So I drowned and died. I then run back, and it's another 5-minute escapade. I finally get there. I crawl across everything. I finally found like the actual walkway that I could go, which was just 2 inches from where I originally fell in, which is very funny. I shoot the guy in the head that's in the little fucking bunker thing, okay? And I've never played this game. I don't know any of the map layout. I come around a corner. I instantly get shit on by somebody that's just head glitching, leaning around a fucking concrete barrier, and I'm like, okay, awesome. Another 7 minutes of running back to my area. I'm deciding, okay, I'm going to hit a flank. I go for a flank. I catch 2 people off guard. I shoot them in the head. They dead. They drop like a sack of taters. Well, now they hear me that I've killed 2, like they've heard me shoot, so they know that I've killed people over there. So now I have enemies that are coming my way. Instantly get fucking shotgun in the fucking head while I'm in this fucking trench to go into this bunker. Just instantly fucking explode. Just poof. I'm like, okay. Fuck, better luck next time. Uh, I then spawn off this beacon. We capture the objective. And this beacon, I mean, as far as fucking shit. Like, I didn't know you could go super far, like, into the enemy section of, like, the game. But I'm not fucking with you. We were, like, deep in fucking Nam, bro. Like, we were in their fucking trenches, okay? Uh, Me and this dude, there's, like, one guy on my team, and my microphone wasn't working at the time for some fucking odd reason, which I don't know why it wasn't working. So I'm sitting there trying to talk to this guy. I'm like, hey, can you hear me? Hey, hey, hey. And I keep trying to do more country accent just so I can, like, see if he can hear me. My microphone on the thing glitches one time, but it just doesn't work. Uh, and so he's just talking to himself, and then he ends up going to, like, the other chats, which that I'm not gonna lie, that's where shit gets wild. When everybody can sit there and start speaking, like that fucking one game when the guy was sitting there shooting everybody. So he goes into like the fucking uh, team speak thing, like with the voice proximity, and he's talking to everybody and shit. Uh, he then comes back into the chat that where I'm in there, and I can still hear him even if he's in the fucking TeamSpeak chat or whatever. But he comes back in there and goes, Sploof, can you spawn on my beacon thing and like we can push this area? And I'm like, I don't know how I can, like, to be honest, it's like my first few times playing the game, so I still don't know like buttons and whatnot. So whenever he asked me that, I was kind of like, okay, I don't really know how to spawn on a beacon. I'm alive right now, so I'll have to probably wait till I die, or can I commit suicide, or what can I do? So I end up fucking getting shot in the ass after staying alive for like 9 minutes of running. I died to some guy named Lunchables Go Hard and died to some small arm fire. Probably just some little bitch ass fucking pistol or some shit. That's what I always think when it says small arm fire, which it's not really just a pistol. It could be like a fucking, like a Thompson, just like small caliber bullets instead of like a fucking rocket launcher or fucking shotgun or some shit. Uh, Damn, I instantly got fat. Um, I spawn on his beacon. Like I said, he's like super far back in like the next zone. And the next zone's like this factory, and the factory has a little town. So I'm going to the little town. This is where shit gets crazy, okay? This is where I say the game is super fun. You know, you'll have your pop-off moments, I promise, kind of shit. Dude, I killed 6 people, and they were aware of me after I killed a few of them. So, like, the people weren't fucking bad. Like, these people were people, oh shit, I might be dead. I might be dead. I might be dead. No. I'm not dead, but I'm super fucking fat. Uh, Damn it. Y'all go the fuck away, jackasses. Get away from my horse. Alright, anywho. The shit was going crazy, okay? I was popping off, shit was going good, I had fun. But like I said, if you don't like a running simulator, that's the best way I could describe it. The game is probably not for you. I don't mind a slower pace game. That's kind of why I like Battlefield. It has slow pace feel, but you can make it fast paced. You can be fucking active up in that bitch with fucking throwing knives and a fucking shotgun. You can be in that bitch fast as fuck with just a riot shield, just running it the fuck down, punching them in the fucking head, getting one-tap kills. That was my favorite thing about Battlefield 4, and then Battlefield 2042. No, my bad, not Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3. No, Battlefield 4 too. I take that back. Yeah, Battlefield 4. That they had the Metro on that one. Battlefield 3 also had the riot shield. Um, yeah, no, I don't know. I've been wanting to have an FPS game where I can actually kind of just have some fun with it. I don't have to be like cranking out the whole fucking time. Because it's like playing like Overwatch and playing like Apex and Rainbow Six and fucking Call of Duty and like all these FPS games here recently. I play on console, and I know obviously, cheaters are everywhere, console, PC, everything like that. But like, I, okay, yeah, I don't care that I have to play against keyboard and mouse when it comes to some games when it has crossplay. If it's there, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But I have a problem whenever it is a way for people to come and play with the keyboard and mouse settings while also having aim assist and other cheats and stuff. There's controllers that have macros and shit for games, like for fighting games and for MMOs. I know people on Terra that have the macro controllers and they can do abilities and combos and all this shit with just the press of a button. And it's probably not like, oh shoot, that's just super broken crazy, but I mean, sometimes it is. Sometimes it's pretty shitty, especially whenever you're playing, in a high rank in Overwatch and high rank in Rainbow Six and a high rank in Apex. And you have to play against cheaters. It kind of fucking sucks. It's really shitty. And it's not like every time you go against a cheater you're gonna lose. It's not like that at all. But there are just some people that clearly like they do play keyboard and mouse. That is just the way they play. But whenever you put a little bit of aim assist on a keyboard and mouse, holy shit! Like when I was playing Borderlands on the PC, dude, you had aim assist whenever you had keyboard and mouse. You didn't need a fucking Zim or a fucking cheat. It literally just gave you straight up aim assist because it was a story based game. It was not based for PvP, blah, blah, blah. You could turn it off if you wanted to. And whenever I go and play Overwatch and Rainbow Six, you can tell when somebody's using a fucking keyboard and mouse compared to the freaking console, the controller. Like they don't hide it, they don't care, and a lot of these people have been sitting there playing this game, like the fucking game for years, cheating, and still do, and like nothing happens. Yay! I got a fucking piece! I got a piece! I got a piece! I got a piece! Hell yeah, baby!